The art of being creative is a skill that requires technique, preparation, knowing your product, doing your research and your homework to ensure that your end result is professional every time. The internet has a wealth of information regarding tips and techniques that can be mastered in regards to various projects when it comes to creating a beautiful home for yourself. Style is personal in relation to the types of furnishings that each individual likes, requires, or desires for their home. There's old world style, there's contemporary style, there's modern style. It's just relative to each particular individual. Using your imagination, your God-given talents, anyone can create a beautiful home for themselves, repurposing old items that typically you may have forgotten about. They may have been stored away in attics, garages, closets, anywhere along those lines. Something that you've forgotten about that you feel may look nice. You can give a fresh coat of paint and make it look new again. Spring is a wonderful time for decluttering your home. Going through stacks of items, looking to see what may be needed, what may be given away to thrift stores or donation centers, things along those lines. Remember, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Being creative is something that each of us has been given by God that allows each one of us to be happy and lead fulfilling lives. This is a chair that I found in my son's room that has been a little beaten up, and the kids have been a little rough with it, and I would like to give it a fresh coat of paint. The tips for this procedure are a basic can of latex household paint and a paintbrush. Typically when buying paintbrushes, you always want to buy a high quality paintbrush. Paintbrushes typically lead to streaks and things along that nature, are normally used more by individuals with larger projects per se. Typically, a chair of this size, I would use a spray paint, but seeing as how I am inside, I'm choosing to use a paintbrush as opposed to a spray can. I would probably get much better coverage using spray paint for this, specifically an oil-based spray paint when it comes to furniture. You really want to use an oil-based as opposed to a water-based product, because an oil-based has the ultimate durability when it comes to wear and tear. By taking just a little paint on the brush, starting using long strokes, working my way up and down the leg, using just an average amount of paint. You don't want to use too much paint. You just want to use a generous amount of paint. You don't want it dripping everywhere, and just work your way from one side to the next, up and down, allowing the paint to dry between coats. Using these techniques, you will come out with a very quality product and something that you will be proud of.